let's do it. We're gonna hang out. Oh no, wrong one. Shit. All right, we're back. Oh no, I did it again. Fuck. Okay. Now it's in. Hey everybody, we were on the wrong track for the moment, but now it's fine, and we're back, and it's good. Everything's wonderful.
Everything's good.
And we keep seeing memes that say the One Piece is real, and we're avoiding it because we don't know what it means.
Yeah, except for some people will send it to us, and I know he doesn't listen to this, but his girlfriend does.
He's the one you're talking about. He listens to it when he falls asleep.
Oh, really?
Which is
he admitted
that's
that he uses you guys as ASMR.
yes, which
now we
is,
have to keep doing it no matter what.
Which is really flattering, but also kind of offensive to the art we are creating. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast, everyone. I'm Matt,
And I'm Mike.
and this is a podcast.
It's like a anime club podcast where we watch the show together, I think is what we decided.
Yes.
We are on a cruise with our hopes and dreams, discovering everything that happens in the world of One Piece. I've stopped skipping the intro.
Oh,
song.
nice.
And now I'm at the gym pumping iron and humming. Ba, 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 ba.
That's really exciting. It's very exciting.
So I think it's got its hooks in me.
Absolutely. Got those hooks, those
Yeah,
pirate hooks.
I shared this with the
hooks.
historian.
Yes.
There is Amazon figured out I like One Piece, and it's like showing me statues. I did look up like Usopp shirts,
Nice.
but it was like, oh, do you want this sexy Usopp figure? And it's not like
Is it a sexy thing?
it's not like one of the penis figurines where you can change it out. It's like I didn't know that I liked this. It's that kind of.
Ooh.
I'm gonna show you.
It awakened something in you?
I need you to. It is if you look up Band Presto One Piece The Naked Body Calendar Volume 4 Usopp A action figure. It's $49 on Amazon. I'm showing this to Matt now.
Oh, wow.
Right?
That's really sensual.
Yeah, it's an intimate moment. It's like after you made love with Usopp is what it looks like.
He is dripping from the nose.
No, I think that's a hair tie.
Oh, okay.
I think he's got a hair tie in his mouth.
I think he's dripping from the nose.
He might be dripping from. He may have just blasted some devil fruit up there or something.
Someone might have blasted some devil fruit up there. Anyway, hey everybody, today we were watching episodes 11 through 15.
Yeah.
Which sounds so small compared to the amount of episodes
I think we're still probably under 1%
/ issues. I think we had, we might have passed one, maybe. We're close to 1%.
Yeah, we're getting
We
there.
are close to the 1%. First time and only time in our lives.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you had some housekeeping
Stuff
about recording schedule?
Oh, I mean, we could talk about it afterwards, but I was thinking...
no, we have to make them listen to this part.
That's fair. Hey, everybody, you have to listen to us talk about logistics because we have to record it because we can't just do it elsewhere. I was thinking maybe just because I'm getting a little antsy and I want to see more.
Right.
Also,
the end of, episode 15 was a rough one to end on.
Yes, it was. And I feel like we're, I mean, at least right now with the arcs the way they are, like this is the longest arc so far. And it's probably
the longest arc in the series.
Yeah. There's definitely no arcs that are over 100 episodes.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen.
But I was thinking maybe if there are short enough arcs,
we just do the arc.
We do the whole arc. Basically, like we do the whole arc or like 10 episodes of said arc.
Okay.
I don't know if that's too much watching in a week. I mean, the episodes are like 20 minutes long. So
yeah, it's not too bad. If I get better about not watching it all last minute, it won't be bad.
Yeah. I've been watching like a couple episodes at a time, and then like I binged,
I
13, 14, 15 the other day, and I was just like, I just want to know. I want this to resolve, but I gotta wait.
Yeah, it's got that hook. I had a thing today where I was working from home and I had like downtime and stuff, so I'd have something on in the background. I like watched 3 of the 5 episodes today.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I've got to watch something else. So I like watched almost all of a Tekken anime, and then I just was like, is Pokemon on here? There's a new Pokemon anime that Netflix has. I had no idea.
Cool.
So that's our next podcast when we finish the One Piece.
There'll be a few seasons of that when we start. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
What do you think, historian?
Listeners, write in.
I think that would be good because, like, just.
You're not coming in on the microphone.
Is it not plugged in?
Is it on?
Am I not?
You're not? I can't hear you talking to it.
I'm talking to you.
Oh no.
This is great content.
Oh, this is great content.
Should we pause for a minute?
Pause. Can you talk again?
This would be the level I am speaking at.
All right.
Unpause.
Unpause. Good job, guys.
Let's not forget about that when we just leave it in.
I'm gonna leave it in.
What were we just talking about? It's been 12 hours.
How episodes are going to be set up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea going forward because the next 2 immediate arcs, they aren't crazy long. So like one of them is 12 episodes. So maybe you do 6 episodes and 6 episodes over 2. The one after that is 15. So if you want to do, 7 and 8, that's fine. The one after that is 6. So fuck it. That one you just do 6.
Yeah. That seems pretty.
Yeah. It can like be
Manageable.
like loose. We'll say ahead of time.
Oh, question, because I'm going to just build this out in a template for you guys.
She's not a part of the podcast at all. She's not affiliated. She's
not
just here
affiliated.
and helping, but she's not.
So you're going to fill out a template of how we should watch this going forward?
how many episodes you should watch?
Okay. And then we can say beforehand. So all of our listeners, our huge listener base who probably have never seen One Piece before.
Absolutely.
I
Or
know-
have seen it a long time. This particular part a long time ago.
My question is, though, do you guys want the filler episodes?
Yes.
Yeah.
We want everything.
Are you kidding?
We're not wimping out of One Piece.
Yeah.
We're not cowards. We're not reading the manga that doesn't have the stones to put in a beach episode.
Yeah.
I guess
they're all
because
beach episodes.
usually filler episodes, it will be 2 or 3 in a row, but there is technically a filler arc that runs upwards of 25.
Good.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds great.
Just wanted
what
to
do they
double
do?
check.
Because you
Is
know
that the
we're going to like
roll-
that more than...
Is that the roller derby one you were talking about?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
Why would
can't
we
wait.
skip the roller
I
derby arc?
can't wait.
Why would we skip the roller derby arc? That sounds incredible. Also, I'm still skeptical about One Piece. Like, I'm having a good time, but also like,
I'm sold on a couple things. So far, I like Buggy. I don't consider Buggy a villain.
yeah,
I don't think... I mean, he's busted a lot of buildings. I don't think he's killed anybody. Mm-hmm. And he seems too much like a loser to really...
like he's
mess
like a
things.
wannabe.
I think he's... Yeah. I know we've kind of had it spoiled that he's around for longer than you'd want Buggy
Yeah.
to be around.
I mean, he wasn't
so,
around
like-
in any of these episodes. So
No, he got
that's
blasted off into space. But we get, I think a very like, not like a love to hate him villain.
Yeah.
But like this dude just sucks. His motivation doesn't make any sense. His plan is bad.
yeah.
And he thinks he's so cool. And I don't understand how they didn't just like beat the ever loving crap out of him already. What are you doing?
I'm just adjusting myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like we'll get into it. I think Klahadore / I get the
Captain
name
Kuro.
now. Fucking Klahadore.
I mean, he wants to be referred to as Klahadore. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to be referred to as Captain
Because
Kuro.
he's such a little bitch.
Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna get into it. We should just start talking
And it's
about
just
it.
like
and then,
so arbitrary.
No, it is, and it's also just like fucking man, just bad at being pirates. Just bad at being pirates.
It's like yeah, they're not really shooting for I think Nami's the only actual pirate because she's so like gold obsessed.
Sure. I mean, I would argue that Zoro and I don't know, I think Zoro and Luffy are pretty good. I mean, they're pretty decent pirates. They're just kind of like free spirit pirates. We'll get into it.
All right.
It's fine.
So we're on episode 11.
Yes.
Revealing the conspiracy, the
Yes.
pirate caretaker, Captain Kuro.
Yep.
I'm not even going to read their descriptions on this wiki are bad. I'm going to say it. In this one, we meet the hero of One Piece, Mary, who doesn't get a name for a couple episodes.
I do not care for Mary.
You don't care for
Why
Mary?
does he have horns?
He's a sheep.
Why is he a sheep? Why does he have horns?
Because he's a
person.
metaphor. He's a metaphor.
A metaphor for what?
The rest of the town. Think of it. They were all blindly following this fucking obviously evil man. They were all sheep, and he was in the
is a
house.
sheep.
He was in the
He
house.
also fell
We
for
already
it.
got a bear man.
I
There
cannot
are-
describe the tension that is happening in the room right now.
There are vegetable children in this town.
Yes,
But
I still only
listen,
know two of their names,
listen.
Onion and Carrot. Anyway,
It's 2022, Matt.
it is.
We can't just judge somebody because they're a furry.
He has creepier eyes than Luffy to me.
He has
he's terrifying.
He has eyes that pierce the soul. This man.
Also, I'm sorry, we're jumping ahead
this is-
episodes.
this is the
How
epi-
is he not dead? How is he
we
not
don't know if he
dead?
is. We don't know if he's like bleeding out or dead yet.
Okay.
He. There's no doubt. I think Mary's a catalyst for the rest of the show.
This is great content.
Okay. So episode 11, we discover what's going on with Klahadore. He is actually Captain Kuro,
Yep.
who is just the lamest pirate ever.
Yep.
We learn a whole bunch of stuff. We meet I think we meet Mary for the first time here. Or
Yeah,
like he
I-
popped up before.
Usopp was like running through the town and like trying to warn everyone, like he was like fake warning them at the beginning of the arc.
Yeah.
And it's very much the boy who cried wolf, where they're like,
Yeah.
we're not going to believe you this time. And he's like, but this time it's real. And
Yeah.
then we meet.
And we
We
just
meet Mary, who we don't know his name, and I just went, "Who's this creepy fuck giving glasses to Kaya?"
we discover Luffy is alive. Obviously, they didn't kill him yet.
Yeah,
We meet Mary. Usopp tries to warn Kaya about it. He tries to like pull her out of the window. They have some watercolor memories for a while. It kind of rehashes some stuff. I wrote the better butler to the rescue because he sees this
Yeah.
woman being taken by the scoundrel of the town, and he just does not hesitate to whip out a gun and shoot. And also has a reaction time to not kill Kaya in this interaction. Like,
Okay.
and he is. I don't understand why they got another butler. He is obviously so much more capable and has a better sense. And you look at him and you're like, he's weird. But then you look at Klahadore and you're like, that's a pedophile. Klahadore looks like a pedophile. Mary at worst is like into some weird drugs and definitely a bottom. But he's I don't think he's bad people because bad people don't own a
gun
unibrow like
Okay.
he does.
Why does he have horns though? I don't understand.
It's a
I will-
birth defect. I don't know.
I will give you this. He is probably the most capable person in the entire town, simply because every single other villager's weapon of choice is a fucking broom.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're gonna take out Usopp, and they all show up with brooms. And
Except for the
it's
Usopp pirates later on, they get like a bat and a frying pan.
yeah. Why are the kids better equipped than the adults in this town?
I did write, why does he have little bear ears? Because I didn't realize there were horns at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm curious. I did Google this and I couldn't find anything. In part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the antagonist of that series is a guy named Kira. And he is this like lunatic serial killer who's just living among the populace, and he like cuts off women's right hands or whatever and keeps them in his pocket. He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
He
Spoilers.
also is lightly, Guess what? I'm spoiling all of JoJo. That's as far as I've seen. I've only seen to part 4.
It's fine.
He's got like a cat themed kind of thing going on too. His like
Yeah.
ghost power thing is like cat-ish.
Yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't find it. I was like, there's no way he wasn't like watching or like reading JoJo and then was like, well, I'm just going to do a thing like that for my first villain.
I'm trying to go through my notes here. Just like,
There's a badass moment at the end where the Straw Hats are like, we'll help you because
Yeah.
we respect your like pizzazz.
yeah, I can't remember. It was like Usopp's trying to warn the town and they're just like, pirates are coming, so you might as well just like abandon your entire lives and homes.
It's very straight putt. I think back to like, obviously this came after things like Dragon Ball, JoJo, like all of those like really big ones.
Yeah.
The two I can name.
Yeah. Luffy made a comment at one point where he was he was like, there was one particular guy in town I gotta warn, and I wanted him to be like, we gotta stock up on meat before that meat shop guy leaves. Like that was I wanted that from Luffy.
Oh, I think he does.
He says something like that.
I'm pretty
but
sure he
it's-
says that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I missed
like
it.
they're because Usopp's like, we got to close the town down and
Yeah.
warn everybody, and it's like near the beginning, and Luffy's like, we have to stock up on meat before the meat guy
Yeah.
leaves.
And I was just like, that's great.
All their motivations are good, and I get into it. We'll get into it later on. I'm pretty sure that Zoro is like the actual shonen protagonist. Because it doesn't seem like Luffy has to work that hard, whereas
anything.
Zoro is doing the like training and like discipline and being like the cool badass guy while still having some goofy moments.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yes. Just a couple other things I appreciated when Usopp used his slingshot and it had like the silenced pistol sound. It was like pew. I also I was like, Usopp's just going through a lot of existential drama, and in
Yeah.
this he was just like like very dealing with it. Meow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like, I feel like the first time we were introduced to Usopp, and it's like, it's obviously the boy. Like, you could see this coming a mile away. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's gonna.
I liked how the end of the episode ended where like Usopp was basically like, I'm going to protect this village by myself, and then Nami and Zoro and Luffy are all just like, sweet, cool, like we respect you, but also, you know, we get to kill people, cool, we'll help.
Yeah. So episode 12
Yeah.
is called
Call.
Battle, the Black Cat Pirate Crew Battle on the Slope.
Okay,
We spent a
so
lot of time at this.
are they cats or are they just wearing?
Because they have like black eyes with like white pupils or whatever. Like
Yeah.
they're deformed.
They are.
It's two of them, especially.
It was yes. I don't know if they're cats. Like, what's also again? I was like, what's this creepy fucking dude got on his head? Are they ears? Are they horns? We know they're horns now.
Yeah, he's a sheep.
Mary's a sheep.
Mary's a sheep.
Oh, a sheep.
A sheep. Yeah, that was the whole
Okay.
metaphor thing before. Like he's a sheep.
no,
everybody's
sorry,
just a
no,
follower.
I thought. Okay. I thought
I will. I will.
I
go
thought
to
I was
bat for
getting.
Mary.
I thought you said she, and I thought
Oh.
I was getting the pronouns wrong. So then
Oh.
I was going to apologize.
I don't. I think they say Mary is a he.
I believe so. I liked when the whole soon-to-be Straw Hat crew was like posing, and Zoro was like, "I cut," and then Luffy was like, "I stretch," and
Yeah.
then Nami's like, "I steal," "I hide." It was great.
Yeah. They have fun. Usopp is integrated. Usopp has gotten more development and characterization than anybody else.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely less one note so far.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure changes or doesn't. I'm sure everybody becomes a little bit more one note.
One Piece.
Maybe One Piece is just the one thing you're obsessed with. Okay, yeah. So they come up with a plan to stop the pirates, and they're on the South Shore.
Yes.
And they put down some oil, but it turns out that Nami's got like super hearing,
yes.
so she hears cries of battle, and then Usopp is like, "Oh, they're at the North Shore," and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then Usopp is like, "Just go straight north." Luffy runs. He's an idiot. He doesn't know where north is,
Yeah. He was like, "I'm just running towards."
and he just ends up looping for a while. Nami slips on the oil.
Yep.
Or like Usopp leaves after him, Nami slips on the oil, then just pulls Zoro down after, which is the tension thing. You can't. They do a lot of the like we got to knock Luffy and Zoro out for a while, so they can't just win. And there's like the tension of Nami and
What's gonna
Usopp who could die, feel like they could die.
Yeah.
We see Kuro. He does a murder, but not really on
Mary.
Who I wrote seems to be a better butler than Kuro. Gesundheit.
I guess so. I just want to. So they have a very nice cat boat. The Black Cat Pirates.
Yeah,
I was very confused for a while because they were referring to Django or Django. Django as the captain, but also Captain Kuro as the captain, and I was just like, who's the captain here? I also, this might be going into the next episodes, but I am very frustrated about it. They're just really bad pirates. Like, what the fuck?
Oh,
They're
so
just
you mean
sitting
like,
around for 3 years for this one guy.
well, that's my issue with Kuro. Like he does get into it in like the next episode or two. He's like, my plan was to fake my own death and then live a life of peace and get money from this girl. You didn't have any money from being a pirate.
Yeah.
Stowed up, and just you could have just told your crew, it's like, Django, it's up to you now. I'm gonna go retire.
Yeah.
Like,
which is very clear later in the episodes. He's a very capable pirate, so he should have treasure.
Yeah,
because
this
he
dude can,
literally
like-
can kill an entire ship of Marines, no problem.
Yeah.
Single-handedly.
Why 3 years? It doesn't take 3 years to gain somebody's trust. It's not like Kaya's parents just died.
Yeah.
Why not wait till after they die?
He's a terrible pirate.
Was it just because he told the other pirates 3 years? He's like, yeah, just come back in 3 years. It's like, you could have just... Yeah, it is...
He's a bad pirate.
Right.
He's a bad pirate. They're bad pirates for following him and wearing cat ears.
Yeah. Like, Django is a much cooler... Like, he's like a goofy villain, but, like, you could do some stuff with him. And this dude's got, like, the most potential. Like, with the hypnotism thing.
Okay. We'll get there. Sorry.
Yeah. So they end up on the wrong shore. They throw caltrips. That stops them for a little bit.
I appreciated that. I was like, nice D&D campaign.
Usopp gets fucked up. But he keeps grabbing pirates' legs.
Yep.
And then Zoro and Luffy show up, and it's the end of the episode. It's pretty, like...
I liked when I did just the only thing, again, sound effect things that I enjoyed. Usopp got hit in the head with a hammer.
Oh, yeah.
He did like the Law and Order sound. It was like boom, boom. And that was great. Yeah, Luffy shows up and just like beats the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
And then we get into the next episode.
My first note is Kuro sucks, but his ship is amazing.
It was a beautiful cat ship. It was very...
This dude's pirate title was the Man of 1,000 Plans.
Yeah.
I think I can only imagine their pirate life was like in It's Always Sunny episode where they didn't actually get anything out of what they were doing. Like, if you look at the crew who followed him, it's obvious he's incapable. Does he die? Do we have to deal with him later?
Who?
Does Kuro, like, because Kuro's obviously going to get, like, got by Luffy or Zoro. If I have to deal with him in 600 episodes,
I'm going to be upset.
I want to skip those ones.
I can confirm I don't think we really see a lot of him again. And it's also very, like, Luffy doesn't do a lot of immediate hits. He does a lot of collateral damage deaths, I think, but they keep Luffy's hands fairly clean, at least to start.
Okay. Because Zoro does a lot of murders.
Zoro's just doing a lot of murders.
He does so many murders.
Which is great. The two of them just like beat the fuck out of Django and the rest of the Black Cat pirates.
We have to talk about Django's, like, he can unlock everybody's hidden potential.
Yeah, what the fuck
he, like,
is that?
hypnotizes everybody's like, you're strong. Like, they get, like, the entire pirate crew, Black Cat crew, gets messed up by Zoro and Luffy immediately. So he hypnotizes them all to be stronger, as well as Luffy.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the dudes just, like, punches a mountain and, like, it collapses. Mm-hmm. And then like it's crazy. Like,
And then
it's
Luffy
not-
comes running down and he does his Gum Gum Gatling gun thing. with his
Yeah.
fists. He's like, "Pra-ra-ra-ra."
and then he
rips
just
the fucking
runs
throat.
right past them and just tears the front of their boat off.
Yeah.
And then gets hypnotized again and falls over. And some people definitely died.
There were definitely dead people, for sure.
I wrote kills everyone. The Usopp pirates show up.
Mm-hmm.
Onion does look like Griffin McElroy.
Onion does look like
There's a lot of Griffin McElroys in this show.
he does look like Griffin McElroy. He also has a friend named Carrot.
Yeah.
Do you think they are Onion? I don't know if the third one's name has been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like pepper, carrot, and onion.
Oh, I was hoping it was celery, and then they're just like a full on. God, what's the cooking term? I'll remember it in a bit.
Long vegetable.
No, you cook onions, celery, and carrots, and then it's a thing.
Oh.
I can't remember what it's called. I'll figure it out.
I have no idea.
I'll remember. Anyway,
This seems to be where. Oh yeah, I wrote Mary, the good butler. He isn't dead, and he drops the truth bomb. Like Kaya's like, I can't believe it, and he's like, No, you listen to me. He's like, we've all been fools. This dude
Yeah.
is a bastard. He cut me. He's just a shitty Freddy Krueger. And he goes on a whole like tirade.
The food's called a mirepoix. Sorry.
Mirepoix. Okay.
Mirepoix. Anyway, sorry.
There'll be a
He goes on a
character
whole
name, though, in
thing.
it. Yeah,
Mirepoix.
I think like 90% of this episode was Mary talking.
It was just Mary. Like it was. Mary was. I just wrote, this dude should be dead. I know someone needed to fill in Kaya and all the exposition,
that's-
but God, this guy should have been dead.
My mark for who's the most badass in this show is like, because like Zoro gets fucked up a bunch. Luffy has not gotten fucked up at all.
Yeah.
But like Usopp and especially Mary gets like Mary is just a dude and he gets cut up by like sword hand
Yeah.
man. And he's just like, no, I have to fill you in on all of this. And he just like toughs it out. It's amazing. He's so calm during all of it.
He is.
Like it makes me think that he's probably fought in some weird pirate war.
Maybe he ate a sheep fruit.
Oh my god. That might be it.
gonna
And
add-
his woolen body
I'm gonna add
has
it.
protected him from the knives.
I'm gonna add it to the predictions.
I hope
Sheep,
Mary
sheep.
comes back. I want Mary and Shoes
Mary?
big fluffy adventure.
That's not gonna happen. They're gonna fucking die. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean Mary is absolutely gonna. They're just gonna go back and his skeleton's gonna be there.
These guys are terrible pirates, but then the Meowbin brothers,
Yeah,
here.
Siam and Butchie.
Bucci.
Butchie. I have the note, sweet Jesus.
Yes.
After seeing these two. Zoro has a death stare that like immediately freaks him out, but not really. They're faking him out.
Yep.
And then he's only got the one sword. And then Usopp tries to help, but Zoro's so not prideful. He's just protecting them so they don't go after them.
Yeah.
We're doing some of the anime. Some people on the sidelines are explaining the tactics being used so we can all understand.
Yeah.
Nami gets cut like bad.
Real bad.
Yeah, tries to run by to get the swords past Django, and Django has his hypnotism thing. I don't think we described it. It's like on a string, but it's just like the Xena knife frisbee.
Yeah.
So he cuts her with that, and it's like not this episode, but like. And the next episode or next two episodes where Nami or somebody's like, it's not just his hypnotism tool, it's his weapon. It's like, you got stabbed by it a while. Like, how do you not? Yeah, I put Kuro arrives, what a dink. And then he's like, what the hell is going on? And it's to be continued. I
Then-
just can't stand this.
At the end of 13, well, he does his Pussy Willow. There's the Pussy Willow March.
Oh, did he already
Oh
do
no, that's not. No, sorry.
That's the next.
That's the Pussy Foot maneuver. The Pussy
Yeah.
Willow March, I think, is they call. He calls on like the rest of the crew to do the Pussy Willow March, and then I just wrote all the crew making sounds like so that was great.
That was episode. Did I say the
It was-
title of episode 13?
John, it was very strange that like when Kuro shows up and like Django and them were like all very scared of the captain. I just like I know he's we see later he's a very like imposing and like dangerous person, but it just like seems so strange that they're just like, we're expecting you to be here.
I would die if I got to look this man in the eye and said, "You have a move called the pussyfoot maneuver." And you chose those as your weapons of choice? Like, what?
He's pretty good with those weapons.
I don't care. There's nothing imposing about this man. I've got gripes with the fact that Zoro loses the death stare contest with him.
That's fair. I don't. He's such a bad. They're all such bad pirates.
Yeah.
And then like the Meowman brothers are just like. Even though Django and the rest of the crew are like, oh yeah, Captain Kuro, the two Meowman brothers are like, no, fuck this guy, we're in charge now.
I'm behind them because they're just like, no, like, listen, this dude's been with us and captaining us for a while. He's our captain. You, are a wimp and just left.
They are capable pirates, even though they are, immediately Siam just gets.
You know what? Since Django became captain, they actually found treasure.
It's true.
They found Nami's treasure. They actually found something. They have more of a net value than, as far as we know, Captain Kuro. I forgot to say the title of this episode. It's the Terrifying Duo. Mm-hmm. It's Nyaban Brothers, not Meowban.
I thought it was Meowban.
I thought it was Meowban. I don't know. So
some things you will notice will get swapped in translations.
Okay.
The Meowban Brothers versus Zoro. And then we're going to episode 14. Luffy's revival, Miss Kaya's life and death confrontation. Kaya is... Oh, right. Yeah. Mary last episode was like, you're the only one who can stop him. And he's like, if you... like, it's not worth your life to, like, just give him the treasure so he'll leave. It's like, it's your responsibility at this point. Like, she's basically, like, guess the head of this village.
Yeah. Here,
So
also take my gun.
Yeah, and take my gun. I've already loaded it again. Yeah. I titled episode 14, I hope Kuro gets beat up. And he does.
They talk about 3 years they've been killing and sinking pirate ships and massacring villages.
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
No, I think they've just been off the coast of this.
I think they've just been sitting in like a little fucking harbor waiting. Because none of them are capable enough for this.
I don't know if it was a weird Netflix thing. Did you get like a lot of ghosting with it? It looked like they had like a second image overlaid. Like it was like a weird quality issue.
Oh, I didn't notice that, but I've been we talked about this off the air. I've been trying to like not take as many notes just because I feel like it's taking me away from just like watching the show.
Yeah. It's a tough, it is a
but
balance.
I might have missed it. Maybe.
My notes got more
Yeah.
insane. I think just because I'm so bothered by it's just to like stop saying your plan. It's not a good plan.
Yeah.
Even Luffy is just like you're just a coward.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're all like completely terrified of him, and he's like, "If you don't kill these people in 5 minutes, I'm gonna kill all of you." And it's like, well, you haven't killed anyone in 3 years, dude. So maybe you're a little out of practice.
He couldn't even kill Mary.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't kill Mary. And I don't even like Mary.
It's fine. You're allowed to have wrong opinions. So the Meowban brothers think Kuro and Sab, we just talked about this. Kuro teleports with the pussyfoot maneuver.
Yes.
Where he spends 10 minutes dancing.
Yes. And kind of disappearing, but not really.
And then this must just be a dub thing. I did look at the subtitles too, and it was actually the same for this. Zoro gets his swords back.
Oh, I might have a comment about this as well.
And he just goes, because he says his move, he's like, tiger.
Yeah.
And then there's a pause and he like cuts them up. And then like a couple seconds later, he's like, you still don't get it move.
Yeah.
Or you still don't get it. I call it the tiger, you still don't get it move.
Yeah.
We find out that at the recap in the next episode, it's just called the Tiger Trap. But
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I really liked that moment because
just waiting.
Nami kicked his swords at him, and it was very funny with like the recording of the voice. He just goes like really high pitched, like "Don't kick my swords," and then
Yeah.
immediately voice changes, and he just goes "Thanks." And then
it takes a while to get there. I truly think Zoro is some of the best comedic relief in One Piece.
it's great.
Yeah, they did a good job with when he was stuck on the oil slick, just trying to run up it for so long.
I also really appreciated. I think this was about Luffy when like Luffy got like woken up. I'm pretty sure. Someone was talking. I don't have it in my note. Doesn't matter. And they just go, "Oh no!" But then the subtitle was like, "He's strong." And then immediately after they just go, "This is bad." And I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of differences in the. There's like some things where Nami's like, "What a big, dumb, stupid idiot Luffy is," and it's
Yeah.
then like the subtitle is like, "Well, he's not a very wise person." It's like, what?
I have offered, and I am begging you both repeatedly, to use my Funimation login so the subtitles match what is being
I
spoken.
don't
It's more
know.
fun when it doesn't matter. It's way more fun. when it
I am
doesn't
going to
match.
switch over to Funimation because I'm using my in-laws Netflix account, and my in-laws can't remember their password, so I can't like watch it on anything other than the one TV it's logged into.
Yeah.
So I am going to have to switch over to Funimation at some point.
Nami and Luffy have a really emotional moment when he like gets up and he's like leaves her there to like rest.
Like, yeah, well, she gets the Xena disc thrown at her,
Yeah.
and like
She kicks him in the face.
yeah, and then he's like, "You big stupid," and then just like eats it, and that one hurt.
Yeah. And then like I wrote it down. She just
Oh
goes,
yeah,
"Do it for the treasure.
Yeah.
Go win this fight. Protect my treasure."
yeah.
Which is which I appreciate. Just her keeping on.
I got that
on
quote too, and I
brand.
just wrote, "Nami has her priorities."
Absolutely. She doesn't care about anybody but her treasure. And hey,
So,
that's
yeah,
fine.
I forget. I didn't make a note of when he starts saying like, "I'll give you 5 minutes to kill these fools."
Yeah.
He at this point he's like, "Well, 5 minutes are up," and it's like it has not been.
It has not been
It's-
5 minutes.
it's-
No way. No.
There's no world where this is 5 minutes.
And then Kaya appears. I wrote to some ridiculous 80s style melodrama music. And then I just wrote the melodrama is so fucking real with Kaya because she's just like, Clado,
Very dramatic.
man,
Yeah.
Clado.
It's like you have only known him for 3 years.
Yeah. And then he's just like, thanks for the treasure, but I've got my own shit I'm dealing with, and I need to murder you in the whole village so I can sleep at night.
Like personally, I've had people in my life who have wronged me less than Klahadore has this woman in the 5 minutes of this episode. I dropped him for less, so you gotta push past it. He has not done that much in your life.
And then he
Do you think-
says, what?
Do you think he's been poisoning her the whole time?
Poison to make her sick?
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense, but also if
Kaya is just Munchausen's by proxy
Just
by
mean-
Klahadore.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe she's allergic to sheep's wool. And he found out, and that's why he brought Mary into it. And
There's
that's why
no
Mary's a
way
piece
Mary
of
wasn't
shit.
there first. There's no way Mary wasn't there first.
I think she's just I don't think she's actually sick. I think she's just deeply sad about her parents passing away.
It is that
And, she's
weird
just in bed every day about it, and
she's got a
hasn't
case of the
actually-
vapors.
Yeah, she hasn't actually worked through it.
Man, those were the days. If I could do that, if I could read someone's handwriting beautiful enough that I had to lay in bed for 6 days and recover, can we bring that back?
So this is Kuro goes into. Would Matt be out on the tree just telling you a bunch of stories?
Hey,
feel
remember
like
that time I fucking walked all over a bunch of goldfish shit? It was a great time. You should have been there.
There's no world where you wouldn't shoot somebody who does that.
I mean, yeah, but think of how fun it would be.
Yeah, I would climb a tree. Anyway,
Yeah, so Kiro's like, all I want is peace and not to be like, he goes in this whole spiel. He's like, I'm constantly chased by bounty hunters,
Yeah.
and have to like watch my back, and the Marines are after me. And it's
Yeah.
like, you did this to yourself. What did you think was gonna happen when you became a pirate?
Yeah.
Also, you solved it by faking your own death.
yeah,
Done.
And then you could have just
Problem
said
solved.
goodbye to all these guys, but instead you like built it up like,
Yeah.
no, this is a big old plan.
Yeah, it's like you showed up at this place, I think randomly.
Yeah.
It's not like he knew this existed, and then he chose to be a butler.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be a butler.
No, you could have fucking gone to
He's
the meat
like,
shop
I
with
had
the
to
meat
serve
man.
you this whole time, and it's like, you didn't have to.
Yeah. Also,
Like-
her parents died. You could have done whatever the fuck you wanted. She's been sick in bed, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
you could have poisoned her food at any time, and like just because you gaslight everybody, just get her into the or have like just reach out to Django beforehand, come over, hypnotize everybody in the town into being like your servant. Like you could so many easier
I
solutions.
hope everyone listening understands we are really enjoying the show.
We just hate
We
Kiro.
just really hate Kiro, but we're invested in the drama. So like we're complaining a lot, but we're not complaining about the storytelling. We're just complaining about this man's choices and how he could have done
Yeah,
things different
I-
to have a better life.
I feel like there's an angle you could take this guy where he's a better villain.
Sure.
But he's like, he says he's conniving, but he's not
really
actually
not.
conniving. He just did a different job for a while and then was like, actually, this was my plan all along. And it's
Yeah.
like, you can't just say it was a plan.
Yeah. So he's telling all these things. Kaya's got the gun on him, but then she just like lets go of the gun, which he's like, yeah, nice, I did it. And then Usopp gets it. He should have shot him in the dick, but instead he gets fucked by that pussy
Yeah.
maneuver.
Fucked by that pussy maneuver.
Quote me on that.
By that pussy maneuver.
And then he like complains real bad. I just wrote if he hates getting because he like started to be like you hit me, and I'm like if he hates getting hit that much, he's about to have a really bad day.
Yeah, I mean, I will say
He gets punched
dude-
by Luffy.
sucks. He's not like, because like Frieza's a shit and he's bad and evil, but like
Sure.
Frieza at least does stuff with intention.
Yeah.
Right? Like this guy doesn't. But it feels very good when you just see Luffy's fist just deck the guy.
Yeah.
Because my notes were Luffy, fuck yes, punch that little shit.
Yeah. I feel like we're just getting worked by this real bad, and like we're actually just
Yeah, I think this is just like a whole, it's just wrestling.
it's yeah, and like we are the target market for this, and we are
we're falling for it.
falling for it, and it's working. And when we're being emotionally manipulated by the show in the way it's supposed
For
to be,
children.
and now we're
And guy,
complaining
I
about-
can't wait when there's actual villains.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be great.
Fucking emotional will be then. Did we talk about how fucked up? Like I know, is it Oda?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a point here. I'm gonna do my best to not like look into any extended information. I don't want to know deep lore that isn't in the show
Yep.
because I think it's funnier.
Yeah.
But so like, you know, whatever like Oda's notes are and stuff like that. Like the historian is here for that.
Yeah.
I know that he likes to draw fucked up dudes. There's
Yeah.
already been a lot of fucked up people.
Yeah.
Klahadore is the most fucked up because it shows him from the, like, he looks normal from the front, then it shows him from the side, and he's like craned forward like a praying mantis.
Yeah.
And he's like a person trying to do a JoJo pose, but they hurt themselves in the process and got stuck like that. Because he looked like a dude. He just looked like a tall dude. And then it'll show him from a different angle. And he's like all contorted and terrifying.
Yeah.
And that brings us to episode 15. Defeat Kuro, Usopp's... am I saying Usopp?
Usopp.
Usopp's tear-filled
Son of
determination.
Usopp.
Yasop.
Yasop.
I titled episode 15, Please Kill Kuro in this one.
They did it.
They
Spoilers.
don't. They don't, yeah.
No. Nami's just awake immediately and like, sweet, I'm gonna get more treasure.
Yeah.
No, she's somehow not injured anymore. Whatever.
We get some knuckle cracking from Luffy, where it's like it's not quite Piccolo cracking his neck,
Yeah.
where it sounds like very satisfying but painful.
Yeah.
But it is good.
And he has a great line where he just goes, "Yep, I'm a rubber man," which is very fun.
Yeah. Yep. I'm a rubber man.
As a separate, I just wrote this. This has nothing to do with the show, but like it was just me thinking about the world at the moment, and I just thought it's really funny that like Butchie Meowbin is just like destroying the cliffs, and there's like a lot of like people getting shot and like cut up and shit and stuff, and then like all the way on the other side of the village, the villagers are all just still over there like, man, fuck that guy Usopp, he sucks. Like all this drama's happening, and they're like all technically in mortal danger, but they're just like, man, Usopp's such a piece of shit.
It is sweet. He's like, yeah, I want them to be this just to be a normal day where they all think I'm a liar. I don't want them to even know this is happening.
It's very like, courageous of him.
He put himself in his corner, but he's living with it. Yeah. We did forget that to mention the fact that Siam gets obliterated by Zoro. Just straight up, like they don't even show him. It's just like, oh, he's dead.
He's dead. Butchie's here.
Butchie gets up and everybody's like, oh my God. Zoro's actually like, okay, Butchie could fuck me up if he if he touches me. And then Django hypnotizes Butchie, I think in the last episode.
He makes him real strong.
Yeah, he gets abs. That's how well he hypnotizes him.
Yeah.
The Usopp pirates show up and they're like, Usopp pirates attack, and they all just start.
The Mirepoix show up.
Sorry. That's when they come back in they start 700 episodes and they're all jacked.
Oh, I love that.
They're gonna, but they have like a cast iron pan, a shovel, and a baseball bat.
Yeah,
baseball exists in this world.
More capable than the villagers.
I do want a world where this arc ends with these three children just committing like a heinous act of violence on this man, and it shows his face, and it's not normal. It's like just teeth everywhere, and he's just gone. Like they just killed this guy.
Yeah,
but it is anime.
Like the rest of the town is like our saviors.
Yeah, Usopp pirates become heroes.
They're like, Usopp's still a piece of shit. These three kids saved us.
Yeah, this dude doesn't deserve like a fancy death. He should get killed unceremoniously and dropped into a pauper's grave. They don't kill him though.
I think Django moves slower when he's walking forward than moonwalking.
Yeah, he takes a while. I like Django is just not Django is. I think I made this note before. He's like Michael Jackson mixed with Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah,
because he's got the like Mitch Hedberg level of like action.
Yeah,
he's just kind of taking it all in.
Do you think... Sorry, I'm jumping all around. Do you think Django and Klahadore were lovers?
I think Django's too good for Klahadore.
Yeah.
I think he did it out of, like, service. I don't understand why Django...
Why he didn't need...
Django's like a 4, and Klahadore's like a 1. I don't understand why this dude was on this, like... Can you imagine if he was on any, like, a capable pirates crew?
Yeah.
Like, that dude should get with Buggy. Oh. They would be fun.
We're just
not sexually, but, like...
Yeah, like a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, like, you just hypnotize everyone to not think Buggy has a weird nose.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway.
Yeah. Zoro fights Butchie.
Kills him. Does a murder.
Yeah.
Tosses swords in the air. He's a fucking champion.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry, I'm jumping.
Zoro versus Butchie, what a boss. Usopp takes command. He tells the Usopp pirates to get Kai out of there and makes running away sound manly or courageous.
Which everyone sees that as a very respectable thing.
He shoots Django. Kuro has been bested consistently only by children so far. I don't know how old all the Straw Hats are at this point.
I don't know. They're probably all like 14.
Or like 12. Maybe this is the one where they look like because I'm guessing Luffy is like what 16. Is that like at this point?
Historian, do you have the ages of?
Here's my guess.
Straw Hats.
Here's my guess.
Yeah. Okay,
Luffy
let me pull up the actual.
Okay.
Luffy is 16.
Okay, should we go like character by character and then you can tell us the actual age?
Yeah, I have to think because I mean. Time passes.
Time. He's passing by.
Okay. Okay, so I
Time
can, yeah, I will go off of yes.
is still passing by. Okay, here
Okay.
we go.
All right.
Luffy,
Yep.
you think 16?
I think 16. What do you think?
16 sounds right. Yeah, I think 16 is pretty good.
Do you want to know like his age now, or do you want to go all the way down the lineup?
Well, no, just
we'll
his age
do it,
now.
We'll just do it now.
I assume he gets older later.
Luffy at the start of the show is 17 years old.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that is Nami also 17.
I think she's 19.
Let me
I don't know.
older.
They did sexualize her, and based on watching Neon Genesis Evangelion, they only like to do that with underage girls.
Nami at
throwing
the start
shade.
of the show is 18.
Look at that!
Oh, wow.
A legal
Good job.
woman in anime.
Wow, how about that?
job.
Good for them.
I'm throwing some real shade at anime, but to be fair, Dragon Ball like shows Bulma's breasts and she's like 16.
Anime deserves the shade.
Yeah,
It
and
deserves
again,
a
I
lot.
cannot stress how like there should not be statues of the Neon Genesis Evangelion characters.
they're
I've
like 12.
never seen a sexy statue of any of the adults in that show. That'll be in our next podcast. Okay.
Miss Masato.
So,
All right,
so
anyway.
Nami's 18.
Nami's 18 at the start of the show.
Zoro's got to be like 20 something.
I'd say he is 24.
24. I'm going to say 20. Yeah. No, 21?
Zoro is 19 at the start
Fuck
of
off.
the show.
What?
Okay.
That's
He's
fine.
the
Fuck
only one.
off.
He's the least believable.
Yeah, get out of here.
I
Whatever.
think that the Usopp pirates are all 40. Is Usopp's probably 18.
Usopp's probably
18 or 17.
Usopp is 17 at the start of the
Oh,
series.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So they're all teenagers. Weird.
Yeah.
These are all like fresh high school graduates.
Yeah. And they're
There's a lot of testosterone going through Zoro because Jesus,
yeah.
he's like he was probably the kid in middle school, and you're like, why does he have a beard?
I
What was
Where do we
happening in
leave
the
it
show? Zoro does another murder.
yeah, and then Usopp tells the Usopp pirates to go.
Yeah,
And then he spends like a full fucking minute to stand up, just being like,
my note was Usopp moves, then doesn't.
I just wrote Usopp needs a sensu bean.
I had the same thought. Yeah, it's like this would be when you toss a senzu bean in. This is where I started losing it. Why did it take 3 years? Like, wouldn't a couple of months do? This was a bad plan. Everyone starts laughing at Usopp because he's crying, and Luffy respects tears. He's like, everyone should be allowed to cry, and he picks up a fucking boulder out of nowhere.
And also, I was like, where'd that boulder come from?
Just slams it on some people. This is a magic respect boulder.
Kuro asks Luffy again what he cares about the village, and Luffy says, "There's a man he doesn't want to let die." And
Oh,
again, I was
this
just
is
like, I was like, I hope it's the meat man.
It's probably the meat
It's
man.
definitely the meat man.
Yeah.
It's definitely
You
not.
you think it's Usopp. I think at this point, Usopp and Zoro go after Django, who Kuro's like, Django, go kill the kids and girl. I'll take care of Luffy.
Yeah.
Luffy does a couple more moves. He does a Gum Gum spear. Then he does a Gum Gum whip. At this point, Kuro's just dodging stuff.
Yep.
Then we get Kuro's stupid backstory. I wrote, this dude sucks butts.
Yep.
He didn't want to deal with his own mess, so he bailed. Luffy even calls him off. Calls him out on it and blocks. He does a rock block.
Yeah.
Pulls out the rock and blocks with it.
Yeah. And breaks one of the cat claw things.
Yeah. And Kuro's like, oh, you're not just super powered, you're also strong. He's like, yeah, I've been getting tough. It's like, I don't know what his workout regimen is like, but
I just don't understand if Kuro didn't want to be a pirate anymore and he was that like cutthroat piece of shit. Why didn't he just kill his entire crew and just take the treasure and leave?
But
Like
he-
he was threatening to kill them anyway, being like, if you don't do my bidding in 5 minutes, I'm just going to kill all of you. Why didn't you just kill everyone in the first place and then just go live a life?
Didn't even have to. You could have just been like, hey, Django, obviously you're not going to rat me out. Just we're going to fake my death with this
Yeah.
guy. Go about his plan as he did. Then just be like, all right, I'm going to take half this treasure. You guys can get more. If you have anything to say about it, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
And then just go retire on a quiet island, drink some margaritas,
Would've
live
been
that
fine.
Jimmy Buffett life.
Yeah.
This is the world to do it in.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Even Luffy
orders.
says at the very end, don't want a reputation, then don't be a pirate.
Yeah.
It's like, and I guess we're just like leaning into it. This is a show for children.
It is a show for children, and we are adult children who are very aggressively dissecting this story.
I think I would respect him as a villain more if he was just like, if like they're like, why are you doing this? And he did the. Have you seen the Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the guy at the what is his name? The bad guy from the Warriors. There's a lot
Yeah.
of bad guys, but he's the one who shot the guy who was trying to get all the gangs together.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why'd you do it?" And he just goes, "I just like doing things like
Yeah.
that." And if that was Kuro's whole thing, he's like, "I just like doing things like it's like, yeah, that would make." He's like, "Yeah, I just gaslit this family in this town, and now I'm gonna kill everybody." It's like, yeah, I'd buy that. You're just like a creepy dude.
The only way it will redeem Klahadore for me in the following episodes is if he just stands up at the top of that hill with his hands out and he just goes, "Can you dig it? Can you dig it?"
Why isn't he doing the claw tap?
I don't know.
Yeah, he could be. There's so much.
I don't know. There's something I
Or
know
early.
they like explained why he adjusted his
it was like
glasses
a compulsion because he was
Yeah.
so used to doing it with the claws on or something.
So that's why he never used his fingertips for anything. But it's just kind of like
It's like, how did you cook? Were you just palming everything?
maybe you just how do you forget you have those heavy fucking sword claws in your
Fuzzy,
hands?
hot. How sweaty are his
How
hands?
do you forget?
This is completely unrelated. I'm
That's
doing my own
fine. We're
thing
just
over
on
here.
a tangent about how much we don't like this character.
So there's a lot of characters in One Piece, obviously, enough to the point that just about every single day on the calendar is filled with someone's birthday. And I just
God.
want to keep track of everyone's birthdays so when that character gets introduced, I can let you know. Matt, yours has not been introduced. Mike, what is the day of your birthday?
February 26th.
Well, we're both 26. How about
February 26th.
It's the magical number.
Oh, okay. No, I know who your birthday is now, but that's a little bit of a ways off. But I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
keep
it's not
track.
any of the main cast.
No.
Damn. Is it somebody cool?
Oh, you will love this character, Mike.
All right. I'm bummed that it's not Mary, the second best character in One Piece so far.
So that's it. Now we're in waiting for the next
We're
episode.
done. We've finished One Piece.
we did it. So we have
How many more episodes in this?
how many more episodes in this arc,
I have the
historian?
website open. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You should have 4 more episodes left,
yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So did we just finish this arc?
Yeah. Do we want to just finish this arc for the next
I
episode?
will confirm that before you guys record.
Oh, I just read a thing.
Don't read a thing. If we only have 4 episodes, I know it's like less, but maybe we finish this arc for the next podcast and then
Oh, wait, hold on. We have 3 episodes left. The episode between 16 and 17 is called One Piece the Movie.
oh, what? What? What does that mean?
It's probably the first movie, huh?
Oh,
The Straw Hats
so
embark on a treasure hunt for the legendary.
should we watch the movie?
It depends. If you want to do movies, you can. Movies do not
I think those are like
affect the canon storyline, but they are set to happen at certain points depending on what is currently going on with the Straw Hat crew.
Okay. So do we want to finish the arc and that'll be a short episode?
Mm-hmm.
And then we could do a movie episode
should we save that?
or should we save it?
I think we save it.
Okay. We'll save it
Let's
for a big
let's
thing.
do the next 5 episodes. We'll see what's going on at the beginning.
Well, because you're in Syrup Village.
We're in Syrup Village. Hey, everyone. I bet this is great content.
yeah, we are
And
just
we're
doing
figuring it
some-
out.
What episode number did you guys just end on?
15.
Oh yeah, you have 4 episodes. Or
2 or 3 episodes in the movie.
No, 3. Yeah, you have 3 episodes left of Syrup
Yeah,
Village.
because we do
Yeah.
16, 17, 18. And then it's the Baretti arc.
Ooh, is that cheese?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, everyone, it's very exciting.
Baretti.
Hey, before we continue on with all of this just bloviating and talking about what
Baretti
we're
is
gonna do,
just a One Piece thing.
hey, you know what we got at the Fun Piece Podcast at gmail.com? We got ourselves our first email. Pew, 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 pew.
Whoa,
It's
we
very
are
exciting.
on a cruise with all these listeners.
We are
Should we come up with a cute name for the listeners?
the Fun Piecers. We're getting some real bad sounds on my.
What's that?
Is it me? I think it was you actually.
Was it me?
I think it was your phone. Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I was checking my cat cam because there was motion on it. Did it
Alright.
stop?
it did.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I didn't know that they still did that.
Yeah, I guess they do. Well, this is picking it up. So, hey, everybody, you enjoyed some lovely fuzzy cat can sounds.
Anyway, yeah.
we got our very first email. Boom, 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 boom. It says, "Hey, Matt and Mike. Just wanted to say I love hearing your honest and earnest predictions about the show so far. It's been especially fun hearing all the references to other animation that may or may not have even existed when the episode you're watching came out. I wish you luck on your 1,000+ episode journey. You may yet
fuck does that
inspire me to pick up where I left off in the 500-ish range.
Jesus.
Back when we had to torrent one episode at a time and hope whichever fan site was responsible for subtitles got them done chronologically.
Oh my God.
Maybe the historian remembers those dark days of internet piracy. Piracy, though.
Unfortunately,
Oh, that's the
yes.
most. That's the thing to do is pirate episodes of One Piece. We don't condone. No, I do condone. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
My
piracy.
political
It's known.
designation is the pirate party.
Hey, Gold Roger said we need to be pirates, so you were right on the money there. And they just said, thank you so much for putting this out into the world. Respectfully, Scurvy Juice.
Scurvy juice.
And we know Scurvy Juice.
We do.
We do. And the historian wanted to say a special message back at Scurvy Juice.
My special message to Scurvy Juice is thank you for emailing the podcast. It made Matt and Mike both very excited. But clearly you have access to the internet and a computer to do that. If you could also RSVP to the wedding, that would be great. Thank you.
We're using our podcast for good.
Yes, thank you, Scurvy Juice. Anyway, if anybody else wants to reach out to us with a lovely message like that, or if you want to just tell us that we said something wrong, or that we were wrong about Klahadore or Mary or any
Yeah.
of the characters, please let us know. Send us an email at
Listen.
funpiecePodcast@gmail.com.
There are so few of you, and there
Yeah.
probably will be for a while,
Probably for a good long while.
that you can just use this to just email us whatever at this point. We'll read it.
You can
We'll
harass
talk about
us.
it. If you want us to talk about something, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, you can harass us. It's fine. We'll read it out loud.
Who do we think would win in a fight, Mary or Goku? Mary, unkillable.
Anyway, we will figure out what the next. We should figure that out right now. So we're gonna finish. We're finishing the
Finishing
arc.
this arc, and we're gonna dip our toes into the Baretti arc. We're gonna do the next 5 episodes, and then we're gonna start.
And then we'll start the new
Embracing,
schedule of
yeah.
like moving quicker through the arcs.
We will let you know, and you'll have to wait until the end of the episode for us to tell you. That's how we hook you. How long has this been?
This episode once again has been just over an hour.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What else are you doing with your time?
Exactly.
Nothing. Watching One Piece? Nerd?
So yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Nerds watching One Piece.
And we hope you've been enjoying the outros of all the episodes.
One Piece
I
is the
have
friends we made
been
along the way.
trying to play a new instrument now, along
Gum podcast.
with Gum Gum Podcast.
What instrument are you playing?
I believe today I will be playing the spoons.
I'm not ready for this.
So I'm gonna pause for a second and get those ready.
Your hopes and dreams. I'll riff for a while. Do you want me to read about
Yeah,
what
go for
the
it, yeah.
Declaration of Independence means
Don't
to
read
me?
the Declaration of Independence, please.
Hold on. Declaration of Independence and what it means to me. I think that Oh man, it's a good thing Luffy can't vote. Do they vote in One Piece?
Can they vote?
I guess
in
it's
One Piece?
island to island.
That would be pretty funny. if
I'm
they could
trying
vote.
to genuinely think if I've run into
I
any
think-
Is there a
democracies.
vote? Is there a voter fraud episode? Is that an
Dogs
arc?
should vote.
Is this going to turn into like? Have you guys heard of? Do you guys know anything about Baki?
Yes.
Grappler Baki and how
Yes.
there's the one episode where Baki. Well, no, I've made you watch the scene where Baki's dad walks in on
Yeah.
Baki and his
Yeah.
girlfriend
Yeah.
having
Here we
sex for
go.
2 days, and then he's like, "Just remember
One Piece
to
gets
do it."
Here
very
we go.
anti-establishment.
All right.
yeah.
Well,
Hell
anyway,
yeah.
thanks everybody for listening, and we're gonna play you off now with the spoons. Here we go.
Is this the? Bum.
This is not how you play spoons. You gotta like.
You didn't do anything there. You got to do
You're
it like.
still not playing them correctly.
Give me the.
There you go. You're using the wrong fingers, bud.
What? How do you?
Your middle
think it's like
finger-
Thanks
Sort of like
everybody
by
for
your
listening.
knuckles.
Bye. Spoons.